Hey guys, welcome to our Saturday night thrift haul. We go live every Saturday night at 8:30 Mountain Time to show you what we've been thrifting, and we tell you what we paid for and what we're going to sell for. Everything is listed at JamieRayVintage.com. Tonight is special because we already had a sale running. So all books and linens are 30% off, including anything that we already had before this thrift haul. So make sure you're heading over to the website and checking that out. Let's go ahead and get started.
All right. So we have a ton of, it's like a mishmash of like Cottage, and we got some French country stuff. We got a couple of cast iron things, some books, but candlesticks as usual. You know, we sold a few, so now I get to buy them again. This is a set. This one's metal, this one's wood. They're both kind of curvy ladies here, and we're selling them for $28.95.
We'll get them all painted up super cute so they match.
This one has a rattle.
Oh,
oh
no.
It screws in.
Is that going to be like Zeb? If there's a rattle in the car, he's like, find the rattle. Where is it at?
I got to pull the car over and stop. And I'm like, what is rattling? I can't go on.
All right. Next up, we've got this really cute apron. It's a front and back apron, so it covers your front side and your back side. It's 100% cotton, and it's $16.95.
Is that for if things are getting wild in the kitchen and stuff's just flying everywhere?
Yeah, when you're really getting doughy. You know, you got to cover your front side, your back side, or if you're cleaning, I guess. Not everybody wears it to cook with. Some people wear aprons to cook with.
Maybe if you fall and roll around in the flour on the floor.
Isn't that cute? $16.95, 100% cotton. All right. It's sold. All right.
Okay, these were actually from 2 weeks ago, but we forgot to list them last week. There's a couple of things that are going to make that tonight.
There's actually one thing that didn't get listed tonight, but that's just because I need to work on a stain a little bit longer.
So these buckets, they're numbered. Then it's like pressed into what it's like a tin bucket or embossed. Yeah. So it says number 1 on both sides. I don't necessarily like the light blue if that's your jam.
We're leaving the colors the way they are. We're not painting them because I actually like the colors. So we have
I don't
yellow.
think they need painted.
They were $1.50 each. We're selling these ones for $9.95, and I think those ones are $12.95. Yeah.
Yes, the little bit bigger.
And they're sold individually. So we have number 1s and number 2s. And I think I put that this one was brown, but that's more like a tan.
That's like a beige.
I think it looks brown in the picture to me.
Okay.
Oh, Patricia from Facebook said that she painted her first piece of furniture with Cottage color, and it turned out beautiful.
Oh,
I love that.
Glad you like it.
I'm always excited when somebody likes using our products.
We love the DIY products, but especially the Cottage color because it's
not just because our name's on it.
It's kind of our baby.
Also, speaking of paint, milk paint is 25% off this weekend through Monday. So make sure you're getting your thrift finds and your milk paint all at the same time and getting a good deal.
All right, I have this cast iron. It's like
oh, hold on, Caitlin dropped the wrong link. Caitlin, you dropped the link for the Easter bunny baskets. That's these ones. These are $9.95.
Oh, show those.
We'll show them while she's got the link.
There's 3 of these, but they're different. So check the listing when you're shopping because they are sold separately.
And they were $1 each, and we're selling them for $9.95, and they're cute.
Okay, back to my cast iron. I pretty much don't pass up cast iron in the thrift store unless it's just like really weird and a bunch of other elements worked in. We didn't pass that up either. I don't think
this got priced though. I'm not sure it's
listed.
That's
a bummer because that's really cool cast iron.
We may have to put that up for next week. I don't think that one got priced. Sorry,
We've been getting so many things from so many places like yard sales and estate sales and various different thrift stores, like 4 or 5 thrift stores a week, that it's hard to keep track of. We're starting to lose track. It's summertime, so instead of thrifting on 1 or 2 days, we're thrifting all through the week.
We're buying all the junk all the time, but that's all right. We'll get that one next week's haul.
All right, back to my story. This was $3, thrift store. It's cast iron. I love the details on it, but I think it's probably going to need a paint job, probably going to go black so that it looks like cast iron. We're going to use the anvil from the Cottage colors. It's a natural fit. I think it had a clock in here that was just pressed in. I'm going to figure out how to mount some art on the back of this, and this is just going to go black and be like a little easel frame. I don't know if you can see it.
I don't think I put that we were painting it, but
it has a kickstand.
Smart.
Yeah, I'm going to paint it black. It'll be easy. It has a little kickstand back here. It's going to be $34.95 once we get it painted.
It has sold, so we might need to email the customer and make sure they're okay with it being painted because I didn't know you were going to paint it.
Well, I mean, if they don't want it, I won't paint it. But
so next up there is this bunny. So I thought it was super cute. And then we looked it up and we saw this particular bunny. It's a good size. It's resin. It's got glitter. for like $90.
There were several for sale that I
50 to
found.
90.
Yeah, well, there was, most of them were 60 to 90. There was one that was 50 and it had some chips.
This one is $34.95 for this bunny. Isn't it cute?
Yeah, we try to, when we see things, we're like, well, that's more than we think that's worth. So we try to value it what we feel like the market can bear.
I feel like, yeah, I think it's really cute. So if you love bunnies, it's kind of an Alice in Wonderland type theme. It's got like gold on it. It's like just a really good, something you would see like in a high-end boutique. It's not old, but it's cute.
Let's talk about these for a moment. These canisters, these hermetic canisters, they're for pasta or, you know, grain or beans or whatever you want to put in them, really. Typically dry goods that sit out on your counter. Many of you noticed, as I noticed when I was watching the video, that Jamie missed the short one.
Sorry, I didn't see it.
This with the short.
I saw those from across 4 aisles over. I saw this one.
If you're out thrifting, don't pass on the blues, the greens, the colored canisters, the hermetic canisters. If you find the little set of 3, they're starting. I found them all over the place for like 50, 60 bucks. They're starting to go for quite a bit more in this greenish color. We only have 2, so we're at $29.95.
Yeah, and they were $3 each, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up, this we picked up at the antique sale. It does have some chips in it. It is is it etched glass? You can see the chip on that side. It's just a candy dish. I think it's really pretty. I love the bottom on it, and it's $16.95. I probably would have sold it for like $26 because it's so detailed, but because it has the chips, it's $16.95. It's still got some life in it.
You can put the chips in the back. I'll sand them before we send them.
Yeah,
to
we'll
you,
make
so
sure you don't
no
have any sharp edges.
That's the thing. Like when we find glass that's chipped, if it's not crazy and it's still a beautiful item that can, you know, look good wherever you want to put it, or if that's a container with a lid, that's awesome. We'll just sand it up and fix it.
If you can buy chippy paint, you can buy other stuff that's chippy. Yeah. It still has more life. All right, so Teleflora gravy boat. These are actually pretty collectible. We're selling for $14.95. It's just a really great cream color. My favorite is the gravy boats with the bottoms attached because you don't lose them.
And you always need something to set those on because you're inevitably going to spill.
Yeah. So with these, you would want to put like a little ladle spoon. I think we had one last week.
Oh, I forgot to mention, we went to an antique mall as well. Like so many places we thrifted and junked this week.
Antique mall, antique estate sale. We went yard selling, but did we go to yard selling? That's going to be in the next week's video. So Monday's video, we're already done filming because Monday's a holiday. We've got Memorial Day weekend going on right now. And because Deseret Industries thrift store is going to be closed and because we want to hang out with our kids, we already pre-recorded Mondays. So it's ready to go. That stuff is already in the garage. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to want to miss that episode because it's so much good stuff. So super excited about it. All right, next up, we've got these plates. These are Ironstone plates. Royal Staffordshire Windsong Ironstone by Meakin in England. These we're selling for quite a bit online, but we're selling ours for $6.95 each, and there are 4 available.
These little saucers were $12.95 where I saw.
These are not saucers though, because they don't have a little indent. These are just like dessert plates.
Well, whatever you want to call them.
I mean, I guess they could be.
They're small and round. That's a saucer. That's like a spaceship.
I'm small and round, and I'm not a saucer.
You're not round. It's like a spaceship saucer, right? Like Star Trek saucer. Separate the saucer section, okay? All right. Black Fiestaware mugs. They're $5.95 each. These are also from the antique mall.
These were $2 each. They were on the clearance sale.
They were on the clearance. Well, we paid $2 for them.
Yeah. We're selling for
finder's fee. They're now finding it $5.95.
We're selling for $5.95. I got excited. We pulled up to the antique mall and they had discount tables outside. So some of the vendors were clearing out stuff.
I've never seen them in the black that we've had them here. We've had several different colors like this with their signature little single finger handle here, but I like the black a lot.
All right, next up, we have this really cool French provincial. It's Marat d'Avignon. It's melamine, but it's like a mustard color, kind of boho looking, but also I think it leans itself to French country cottage. Like, I'm not a boho girl in my personal style, but I would totally decorate with this, especially in the fall. Like, I feel like the mustard is really good. And it was $1.50, and this is $19.95 for this tray.
Okay, so we're getting a few trays because we have some art and things we need to do on trays. They really lend themselves towards some things we want to do. We love putting
decoupage paper on them and all kinds of
stuff. Did you guys see the trays we did? It wasn't even Wednesday, it was yesterday. We still have them here.
I think we have
a couple have
two
sold. We got to get them to the shop.
We have 2 inboxes left. All the rest have sold.
I'm going to go.
Maybe 1.
So this tray, $29.95. I'm going to give you kind of an idea of what we do with large flat surfaces that are like ready to be centerpieces for your island or your table or your coffee table.
Or you can put it on like an ottoman.
If you just want to make them really awesome for serving trays so that you can have breakfast in bed.
I would like that. Would you make me breakfast in bed?
See, your orange juice goes here, a little plate, some bacon.
Although breakfast in bed, I like it to have feet, so I can like set it on me and I can watch TV.
You can still set it on you. You just got to sit up first. All right, you show them that. I'm going to grab those that we showed, just in case you missed yesterday's video. I know you guys are all watching all the videos, but just in case you missed
videos, are you? All right. Also at 9 o'clock, so in 21 minutes, we're going to announce the winners for this week. We pick 2 people every week that have been sharing our content, whether it's this video or other videos or photos on Facebook. We pick 2 people and send them happy mails. So make sure you share this video. Pampered Chef stoneware pan. It was $3.99. We're selling it for $19.95. It's in good condition. We get asked a lot how we clean these. I clean them with lemon juice and baking soda and scrub. I do not worry about getting the brown off because that's just the seasoning. I just want to make sure that they're clean, and you're not supposed to use soap. So that's how I clean them.
I think only a couple of these are left for sale because after we finished them yesterday, we put them up for sale. But so some of these got to go and get shipped. But I had some finished work to do on them before we ended the video, so I wanted to show them to you. These were just like organizer trays that we sat here and painted.
And these ones were the most popular, these brown ones. And literally all I did was one thin coat of suitcase on these. And then I put IOD transfer and then clear wax.
So this one was like a yellowy oak looking finish. And I just dark waxed that and didn't do anything else to it. And look at you. So you really get the wood grain and it's like a nice deep brown. This one here was probably the most popular with
these ones were
flowers. Oh, this one.
The brown with the transfers. And these were these are probably the easiest to do because I just like one thin coat of paint and a transfer.
So this one's brown, pink inside, floral. You know,
we did milk paint on all of them.
All right, I'm not showing these fast enough. We got a lot of to show.
These were all $1.99 each, and we sold them for $19.95.
This is the inlay one done. This one got stamped on the front and dark waxed. And then this one was another
inlay.
Paint inlay.
I even kind of had a little bit of a struggle with the inlays, but still made them work for me.
This is fun. This is, are we leaving the art and stuff in here?
No. It's getting new art.
Okay,
the frame is magnificent. It came from my friend Sue. She gave it to my friend Crystal, who dropped it by my house. We're going to take this art out. We're going to replace it with canvas art. So I'll probably be also removing that glass in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to keep the gold. I'm just going to clean it up, maybe a little gold wax.
It's really good.
But it's just a really gorgeous frame. It's going to be pretty.
$29.95 once we get the art in there. It's an 8x10.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can get this out though. Oh, there we go.
It just slides right out. I would leave it in there in case. No, I'm going to take the glass out. So
yeah.
But leave it in there. I might have to put the stuff behind it.
The glass is like nailed in. They made this so that you can just like slide stuff in.
Oh, well, I want you to put canvas in it. So
yeah, they nailed that on there. So
we're going to do something.
Put some canvas on there.
It's going to be cool. Oh, hey, Puma. Puma's in bed with Leslie. I'm guessing Puma's your cat. Next up, $22.95 for this Anchor Hawking beautiful picture here. I thought it might have been crystal, and it may still be, but Anchor Hawking is generally glass. It's very heavy. Do you think this is crystal?
Let me hold it. Oh, that's a hard call. It's heavier.
I don't know. I priced it as if it was glass, so it's $22.95.
I think it is glass.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a green tinted glass.
Okay.
It's a very light green tint to it. It's really cool. We haven't had a picture like this.
This is a Homer Laughlin like little oval bowl thing that we're going to sell for $9.95 or Laughlin. I can never say it. Anyways, I think this makes a great soap dish. Put a beautiful little bar of like handmade soap in here and put it in your bathroom. I love the rose color. We also have a similar but not the same brand.
It's a little bit different color. This is a casserole dish.
Where did we get these from?
These were from
the antique sale.
The antique estate sale, but we forgot to list them.
Oh, okay. So they carried over this week.
Yep, $9.95 on this one.
That one is chefware.
Yeah, I think it says chefware.
Made in the USA.
But
Maud is watching again tonight. We have lots of animals watching us. Hello to all the cats and dogs out there.
How you guys doing?
We
All the
haven't met you.
dogs.
We haven't met you, but if we saw you, we'd pet you.
Yeah, it's true.
We
Even
cannot
at,
fight.
even at risk of bites. Some animals are awfully feisty, and you know you want to pet them because they're cute, and you shouldn't. All right, Enamelware. This was called, had a name. I can't even remember. Almost like was it marble? I can't. I think that was the glazing or granite. Graniteware. It's like it's the look from the glazing because it's got like a speckled gray in this enamel. You can still see the dust. This was from the estate sale as well that forgot to get listed. It's in pretty good shape. It does have a couple chips, but for me, this is like a double planter.
Yeah, you just.
I'm gonna drill like 3 holes in this and plant in it, and
it's a twofer, a 2-for-1er.
Yeah,
I think it was a couple bucks at that antique sale. I can't remember.
It's $28.95.
Oh, it's all of our movement. That's why the animals like to watch us.
Hey, we try to be animated.
Zeb's going to give you the slow-mo of all this stuff because he was supposed to give you guys like a detailed pan of it in the video when we bought it, and he forgot. And his mom went to all the effort of organizing every single drawer for you. So we paid $5. We're selling for $29.95. Are you going to bring it up close?
I'm going to show them a couple drawers. It's got a lot of just really fun stuff.
Little mini duckies, little mini Santas, sequins, little twine.
Let's see if we can get the camera to play nice and focus.
I'll try to not have my face in there.
So some sewing stuff, some little beads,
little faces. Look at
little faces.
Gosh, they're so cute. It was $5.
Needles.
I just wanted to buy them because I wanted to see what was in there. And then Zeb's mom had the best time going through organizing it all the safety pins. She put all the beads like on twine. So good. So good.
Little tiny plastic.
Little like hanging monkeys. Those brown and white ones were little hanging monkeys. If you like
Santas and some deer fawns.
Yeah. If you like notions, there's earrings in there. There's actually some clip-on earrings.
Anyway, just a lot of fun little things. It's like a surprise box.
Tchotchke situation. That's right. Okay. So next up, this was from last week that we forgot to list. It's $26.95. I think I paid $2 for this bucket. It's like a cement bucket. And then this is like somebody's wedding bouquet. And I can't remember how much this was. It's just a couple bucks. But I think it looks really cute to just have that staged in there. So I'm selling the whole thing for $26.95. So you get the cement bucket as well as all the floral. And, you know, if you have a wedding coming up and you're getting married.
I mean, the bucket itself is pretty cool. It does have a hole in it, so it could be planted with something real.
All right, $26.95 for the set.
Okay, we have a bust of Jesus.
Oh, somebody bought that plastic organizer with notions.
Nice. It's full of goodies. It's fun. It's like a surprise box. This is going to either get painted or the copper treatment that we like to do on these. It does have some scuffs and stuff, which happens to these when they're kind of like this.
We're going to paint it.
It's like a bisque fire on it. I don't know how to say that. I think that's right. It's going to be $19.95.
Okay, we have a few Fiesta things, so I'll show them next. This one was interesting. I've never heard of this before. Donna from Crescent Moon Cottage. I probably should have just sent her a picture. They consider this like red, but I put red orange because this looks orange to me. This is Fiesta with the little F on the back. This is not a regular plate. This is called a chop plate. And I saw these $80, $100+ for these rare chop plates because they're so big. I'm selling mine for $49.95. I think this was like $2 or $3 at Goodwill. So here's the big Fiesta. Does not look orange to you, but whenever I looked up this particular color, it was saying that it was red. And it looks like a lighter orange than it actually is. I'm looking at the camera over here, and it's a little bit deeper in real life. And then next up, I've just got this little bowl. It was $1.99. This is Fiesta with a little F, but it's not printed on, and it's like a square-shaped bowl. And I'm selling it for $11.95. And it's I think this one's the sunflower color. So if anybody knows anything about these chop plates, I don't know why they're so rare or valuable, but
probably rare because they didn't make a lot of them, or they were actually used for chopping back in the day and they broke them.
Tell them what you accused me of with this.
I thought that Jamie was purposely not listing this because it almost got skipped 3 weeks in a row. Like she was mentally blocking this clock from her brain.
I just forgot to re-photograph it. This clock is great. Zeb's going to paint it and make it amazing.
Yeah, I just like the square. It's got like these, it's actually tin on the corners, but it's like riveted in is what it looks like. We're going to paint it up really cool. I feel like the blue is a little bright unless you live right on the beach and you can like walk out your back.
Or leave the face. I like
the face. I'm going to leave. I think that's fine. I'm not going to redo that.
Maybe you could go like white to play with the white
I'm probably going to
letters.
go chippy. I was going to go like a gray, like a stone gray with that
crockery
blue.
maybe, but not gray.
We will see.
It'd be too cool.
We'll see what color it ends up. If I don't like it, I can
paper, rock, scissors right now. I win. It'll be white.
One and done, huh? Usually it's best out of 3.
It's only best out of 2 out of 3 if I lose the first round.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Next up, I thought this was wood. I think this is resin or like paper mache. It's like a weird texture. It was $2 and we're selling for $14.95. It's definitely cuter in real life than the picture shows. It's just kind of primitive looking and
it has a wood sound and a wood look where it's distressed, but it has to be paper mache or resin because they wouldn't have been able to like cut this very easily. Like it would have been forever.
Yeah, I think it's paper mache.
Yeah, and this too.
BLB says cream or white. Well, luckily I won the paper, rock, scissors, so white it is.
Yeah, she won.
Okay, so next up we've got, what the heck? I can't remember what this is called. It's a really common print. I'm gonna have to wait till Caitlin drops a link. But anyways, beautiful little sugar dish that doesn't have the lid. So we're gonna plant a succulent in it and it'll be $18.95. Why can I not remember what it's called? I find it all the time. It's cute. It's got little handles. Okay, show them our next gravy boat. We found 2 this week with the plates on the bottom. Oh, yeah. Blue Willow. That's what this is. Blue Willow.
Excuse me. So this is Pope Gazer, USA. It's got a really great floral design all over it.
It does have some chips. I put in the listing.
couple little flea bites right up in here. It's $14.95. Can you see? It's not focusing.
There we go. I'll cover my face. Cover my face.
Focus. It won't do it.
It was focused a second ago. Just you'll have to.
I'm coming for the
tap.
tap.
Leslie, you're right. It was Blue Willow.
There we
go. You like a boss. The chips are really small on it. I actually think that would be darling if you planted a little ivy planted. You know the mini ivies with the mini ivy leaves. I don't like ivy necessarily on decor, but I do like ivy if it's actually real, and that would be cute. All right. Next up, we've got this platter. This one almost looks like a Grecian design around the edge. And it's $19.95. Let me take off the tape. I think it was a couple bucks at the thrift store, but it doesn't have a maker's mark on it. Just a cute little platter. I think this would be really beautiful for a bridal shower or baby shower or just a Tuesday. Just a Tuesday. Finger sandwiches on it for $19.95. I also, you guys know, I love a platter with a vase with a floral arrangement. Like, it's kind of my jam. My dining table has a platter with some peonies that are slowly opening up. I'm so excited. Tomorrow, I'll probably take a picture and share on social because my peonies are like that close from being all the way open.
All right. So I got about 100 suggestions from you guys. Appreciate those on how to fix this, what to do with it. I tightened it up. It was a little loose at the thrift store. I thought it was initially broken. But this is like a brass. I don't know if it's copper.
Can you take it apart for shipping? Or
yes, it does come apart. The base comes off and I can unscrew the globe. But you've seen us paint these and do like ironwork and designs, transfers, things like that. This is an older map. And one of the easy ways to tell is if it's an older vintage style globe is it says like USSR or United Soviet Socialist Republic.
That's before.
I don't necessarily care about that, but that's how you can tell really quickly if it's an older map. He doesn't say he doesn't care.
He's not getting political. He's just saying that's how you know. Well, also, is there Germany and West Germany on there?
Let me see. No, they do have it colored differently, but it is just Germany there. Yeah. But that's how you can tell if a globe is a little older and truly vintage, because now it would say Russia on there. And there would be a bunch of other countries around it. Vicky said her peonies already bloomed. So these are my peonies from Costco. They're cut flowers. So they were just really hard bulbs yesterday and they're opening up. But my neighbor's peonies and my peonies that I have behind the church are still, I only have one plant that's got blossoms. Ours are still closed. We've had a really cool It warmed up for like a week and teased
So,
us. It's like, hey, winter's over. And then we've had some storms roll through. Like today we were watching state championship baseball. And it was
freezing,
raining
hailing.
and like 50 degrees.
Oh my gosh,
and
so
the wind
cold.
was blowing.
And last night was cold. You'll probably see my peonies on my dining table when Zeb moves the camera when we go around for linens. You'll also see a bunch of thrift stuff because I put it on there. But
well, that's the stuff that needs painted or something done with it. All right.
okay.
So I didn't finish my story.
sorry.
This was $7. No, I got distracted. It does have like the raised mountains and things on the continents, and then it's $84.95.
All right. Next up, Zeb found a clock he didn't want to paint. So $19.95 for this little clock. It's just like a really dark age stained wood. It says Bedford Clockworks, and it's $19.95. Just a cute little clock, and I love that it has the little metal topper on it. Next up, $94.95 for that globe. Did you tell them that already?
Yeah, I
Okay,
think so.
$29.95 for this little man and woman lamp. Usually when I find these, they're all chipped up, and this one actually is not. We paid, was this $2 or $3?
That was on the $3 shelf at the
$3 antique mall. It does have the shade. It's a little bit dirty, so you can scrub it or buy a new one. I think you could probably clean it.
Some people don't like painted shades because sometimes if there's like discrepancies in the paint, like if it's thin in one spot, that shows through. So,
and this is the kind that needs to fit on top of the bulb, so you'll need to buy like a candelabra style bulb, so that way it'll fit in there. And it's made in Japan. So pass that over to you. Next up from the antique sale, $12.95 for these. We paid $4 for the pair. They do not have corks, but I just love the bright yellow color. They've got some crazing. They're great little salt and pepper shakers, $12.95 for the set. And you can order corks that would fit in the bottom of these if you actually wanted to use them. And the nice thing is if you did use them, I mean, you wouldn't have to refill for a hot minute because they're kind of ginormous.
Yeah. Although those are big holes on the salt, so it might go quick.
If you have high blood pressure, maybe don't buy them.
Okay, we got a bunch of mugs.
Okay,
Did you thrift these?
Yes. So this bowl came from the antique sale, and I was shocked because there was a tag on the bottom that says $125. That's how much they were selling it for in the antique store. It is Ironstone. It's Kent Worth from England, very heavy bowl. And they sold it to us for $2.50. And we're selling it for $49.95. I saw these anywhere from $60 to $100, so I thought $49.95 was a good deal. If you want a nice piece of Ironstone, this is good. There is some pitting in here, which is indicative of older Ironstone, but it's a great piece. It's definitely something that if I saw when I was in England, I'd pick up because brown transferware is my jam. I love it.
Well, it's got like the scalloped edge and it's a nice square. I thought it was rectangle in the picture, but it's actually square.
All right, so next up, we've got this platter also from England. This also came from the sale. It's Ridgway's Linton from England, and it has a little stamp on it, and then it's like got some sort of writing on the back. I don't know if that's under the glaze. I think it is from the maker, and you can see the points because it's pointed. It does have like a crack underneath the glaze, but it's not affecting. It's not like it's broken. It's just from age. And this one's $29.95, and I love the colors on that.
Sometimes I just like the labels and the logos on the back. Like
I know
the
they're so pretty.
That they do.
Yeah, from all the makers.
We need an awesome stamp. I need to design an awesome stamp.
In our spare time, we need to design a stamp and start making pottery.
And we'll stamp everything we paint.
From 2 to 4 a.m. we can start doing pottery.
All right. Okay, so rapid fire on the mugs. These rooster mugs, I believe they are Mulberry. I think it says it. The home collection. We have 2 of them. They are $9.95 each. A little bit larger mug. Probably, I want to say 16 ounce. Maybe not, but I feel comfortable saying 16.
These were, if these are still available, I'd be surprised. I had a lot of people who were really interested in these. $1 each, $9.95. They're just very French country.
And then some Homer Laughlin, or not Homer Laughlin, Norman Rockwell mugs. These are like collectibles. They usually have some sort of quote on the back of them about the scene. That one is like a tankard. These are more just regular style mugs. 75 cents each.
I put the title of the mug on the listing, so you know which one you're getting.
I need to fix that camera. When did that happen? It's time to do share winners.
Oh, it's been half an hour. Okay. Let me hop into my text from Caitlin. All right, let's announce Facebook share winners. The winners are Sharon Furstenberg, Fuerstenberg, Greenside, and Donna Rankin. If that is you from Facebook and you shared, please email info@jamierayvintage.com with your mailing address, and we will send you happy mail. You have to email us so that way we can make an order for you, and then the gals will pick something fun to ship to you for free. Thank you guys for always sharing. You guys are hands down our best advertisements.
This is how well the sharing works. We have 804 people watching right now.
Sometimes we have as much as 1,000, but it is a holiday weekend.
Yes.
So things are a little bit slower. People are off with their holidays or out of town. But if you guys are on Facebook, or even if you're not, if you're on YouTube and then you hop over to Facebook and just share this video out, like we get so many more views, so many more friends that we can connect with. And so as a way to say thank you, we send.
That's still crazy though. That's like a small concert. Like think of 860 something people in a room. Like what?
Well, now it's gone down to $7.95.
Oh, stop talking about it.
All right, hand-carved wooden bowl was $1.99. We're going to sand this all up and seal it with new oil wax, and it'll be $16.95. Actually, we'll probably use like hemp oil or tongue oil, so that way it's food safe in case you want to put candy.
You don't have to oil things up. I think that's just raw as it sits right now. I just like to oil them because it conditions the wood, and I don't know where we're shipping it. If we condition it, it'll help it not crack and split if it goes somewhere back east, or I can't imagine somewhere drier than here, but it does happen.
Yeah,
Nevada's drier than us.
Next up, cute little pressed glass creamer. Almost looks cut. $9.95 for this. I pick these up anytime I see them. Again, these are great for little like spring floral arrangements. If you just have smaller flowers in your garden, cut these, put it in your bathroom or your kitchen or next to your bed. Or you could actually use it for cream.
I needed that for my mom's sugar-free syrup. I didn't want to heat the whole thing up.
Because we didn't
have any creamers, so I'm on the hunt next week for a creamer for us. Because we didn't have anything small like that. I just put it in like a little like measuring cup. All right. I actually missed this. This is a ball, Perfect Mason, made in USA. It's got a 63 stamped on the bottom here. A lot of times, if you look up ball jars, you can tell by the label because there's a lot of research that's been done on what year they were made. This is just a pint. We're selling it for $6.95. If it was a quart, it'd probably be like $9.95.
9 to 15, depending on
how old it was.
Yeah, exactly.
The labels, everything's in the label and how collectible they are.
The next canning jars I'm going to show you, we picked up at the antique sale, and it's very rare. And I saw them $50 and up. So we're selling ours significantly less than that.
This is seated glass.
At the antique sale.
This is from the estate. Look at this. It's got like indents right here because it's almost like it was blown.
Somebody asked, Marsha wants to know if you could use tongue oil on dry rattan.
It would probably work, but I just don't know how you would keep that from like
dripping.
Yeah.
I would use some sort of spray sealer on that.
Can you guys see the seating here? I don't know. It's like an imperfection in the glass.
So this one is $26.95. I think we paid $2 or $3 at that antique sale, but like I said,
they charged me $2.50.
$2.50. We saw them $50 and up. So if somebody is a collector of antique mason jars, that's a really great deal for that one. All right, next up, this was $4. We're going to sell it for $34.95. And I'm going to put IOD on the front or the back. I haven't decided. I'm thinking in the front because I think this would be so cute hanging with quart-sized canning jars and floral. So I just want to decorate this little ledge right here, and it'll be $34.95.
Yeah, it can sit on like a shelf or something if you want, or you can on your cabinet with like your spices, whatever you wanted, or your countertop.
Like,
but it can hang too. I'm going to show a stack of books.
I got these pumpkins out. Can you talk about those next?
In just a sec. I don't want to overwhelm them with the books all at once. Because my mom was with me, and my mom's a bookworm, and that's probably where I get it from. I was the kid in school that was even all through high school. I was like reading books at lunch and in between classes. And if the teacher took a long time to take roll and fire the class up, I was over there reading my story,
And it might surprise you, but I'm not a book reader. I read books for knowledge.
Jamie's a book scanner. She literally will scan she'll read the same book as me in half the time.
I'll read like articles.
She retains like 90% of it.
Case studies, like a lot of legal stuff if we need to look things up, but I'm not really a read
Our
for
son
fun.
Harrington, he pretty much has a what is it called?
Photographic
memory. Like you can tell him something, don't tell him something if you don't want him to know it, because he will never forget it, and it's wild. All right, so these are called the Book House. I got these because I loved how aged the actual pages were closed. They've got that really good antique look. They do have art in them. Some have been colored in and drawn in. I think they lived in a school library. But tons of great art. They're $16.95 each. And I mean, they've got some wear and tear. Like someone was eating their cereal in the morning and spilled on this while they had it checked out from the library. But just every page has really fun art on it.
Dawn wants to know if our prices include shipping. They do not. That rack that I just showed, depending on where you live, will cost us anywhere from $20 to $25 to ship that rack. So it kind of gives you an idea of pricing for that. But we do sometimes include, like, if it's a larger item, our website won't charge enough money for it. So sometimes that's built into the price to cover the overage, but shipping is always extra based off of how much you spend.
So these 3 books, they're from the last copyright on them are 1925. Just really cool. I loved them.
So
$16.95 on these each.
Books are 30% off, including the new books this week. I didn't disclude them from the sale, and linens and blankets and quilts that we're going to show here in a little bit. Renee, if you ordered multiple orders, make sure to email info@jamierayvintage.com, and she will take what your shipping would have been and discount you the difference, so you're not paying an overage in shipping. You just have to email within 24 hours.
All right, Browning's shorter poems. It's just filled with like little short poems. This one, it's $16.95 as well.
Here, hold on. Come on, say hi, Mom. My mom was in Hawaii for a whole month.
Hi, Mom.
The great white mother has returned. Renee gave her back to us.
Huh?
So, are you making nachos?
No, I'm eating them.
Oh, okay.
She's just eating them. She's not making them.
Okay, well.
1917 is the copyright on this
everybody
one.
Says you're cute.
She is cute. It's a little pocket rocket. All right, Demelza, got it because of the deckled edge and the red top. Not sure what the contents are, what this story is about. I think we've got it before. 1953 on the copyright. This one's $9.95. Sad-Faced Boy. This one, I loved the red and the guitar and the drum on the front. And then it does have some great art in it as well. Let me see if I can find it. It's like charcoal art that's in this one. $8.95 on this. It's in pretty rough shape. So this one is like a fun candidate for just looking awesome on your shelf and not necessarily reading it.
If it has fun art, you could frame the art.
Yeah, you could. The Story of Old Europe and Young America, $18.95. Again, got this because I liked the way the age of the book looked. It's just super old, kind of got a crusty look to it. This one, where I saw 1915. This is the 1917 edition. Okay. Jane S. Sullivan. Jane's doing work there. $12.95. Green binding. That's why that one made the cut. I'm literally going through the bins looking for how old a book looks.
Stella said she just bought the Sad-Faced Boy. I'm so glad we picked that up. Sometimes we're like, are people going to want something in like rough condition? And sometimes we'll just grab it anyways, because you never know what people are going to want. And the more books we buy, the more books we sell. Like people are really loving the collection of books that we have. Local people are coming in, they're taking time sorting them, and the more time you can keep people in your shop, like the more likely you are to sell stuff. So if you have things people can dig through or sort through, or like a large collection of something, people will start coming looking for those things.
So someone suggested that I should Google Translate and read some of this. I did do that, but I couldn't tell like the gist of the book from
Swedish,
reading
yes?
one page. It is in Swedish. I just thought that the cover of the book was really awesome. And then right here, when you open it on the front page, it's got some great art on it. Sometimes that's like what sells me on a book. $12.95 on that one. We've got these two readers. This is book 6 and book 8 of the bookshelf for boys and girls. There's short stories and things in here.
I love the art on the front of those books. It's really pretty.
These ones are $12.95
Zeb,
each. That's done. I'm done with my stack.
Because I know you're dying.
What?
The Lehigh boys are 7. They just
what?
Don't tell people I've been watching the score.
Jamie's got
here.
the game on. We were watching, so we went to the Thursday game. They won in semifinals, the Lehigh boys baseball. They were in 6A, by the way, which is a pretty big deal. They won Thursday, so we went to the Friday night game. They won that by a landslide, but that was the state championship. So at that point, like it's double elimination because neither team
That's 2 out of 3.
Yeah, 2 out of 3. So they're on game 3 now. We sat through the rain and freezing rain this afternoon and rain
we lost
delays.
by 2.
But we had to go so we could come do this live stream because they're playing a double header right now and they're winning
7-5. Manukin,
Yes.
there were 2 guys on base, and Manukin hit a slugger right between second and third.
Nice.
I really have been just focusing on comments, but occasionally checking the score. So sorry, multitasking tonight. We don't have any skin in the game. No kids playing baseball, but
we have a few friends. One of the youth that I teach at church, he's playing. He pitched lights out. He had 0 earned runs in 4 innings in the game earlier today.
We love our high school. And one of my really good friends, Karina, her son was pitching today. Trey was pitching today. That's one of Zeb's youth from church. So we always go and support. Plus, who doesn't love watching a baseball game and eating snacks? I don't know why, but when you're watching baseball, it's like, give me all the junk food.
Yeah, because there's like pauses and it's got like a rhythm. Baseball's awesome. And then sometimes you get a home run out of there and everybody jumps up and screams.
They had churros. So anyways, Lehigh boys are winning.
Show them your pumpkins. They're here for the pumpkins. They came for your felt
But
pumpkins.
I had to tell you, I knew you'd be so excited. And you
am
can't see
excited.
that far.
How many outs?
Stop. There's no outs. Okay.
Oh, yay.
All right, next up, these were 75 cents for this set of pumpkins. We're selling all 6 for $19.95. Yes, I realize it's not pumpkin season, but I love velvet, and I figure if they don't sell, they will just go up with my holiday collection, and then we'll put them out next fall. I buy seasonal year-round because when you buy seasonal secondhand, if you wait till the season, nobody leaves it on the shelf. But if you start collecting the good stuff, then when it's time to do your seasonal change-out, you have boxes of great stuff to put out.
Yep. Of note, this is the elimination game. Whoever wins this wins the state championship tonight.
Nobody's commenting about baseball, so
they're not worried about it.
They're not as excited as we are. Did we show this vase?
We haven't. It's just been sitting there.
$2.99 for this little crystal vase, and it's $14.95. This is perfect for spring. It's very sophisticated and would be perfect on like a nightstand or side table with a nice. I like these with round rose kind of like arrangements. Now he's going to be.
No, I'm listening to you, what you're saying about your round rose arrangements.
Leslie said, go Lehigh.
All right, Leslie.
And the crowd goes wild. You know what the best thing about Lehigh too? No talking trash on Corner Canyon. They're like 10 minutes from here. But we had easily 4 times more fans in the stands. Like everybody goes.
It's fun.
It's
like a party
lot of fun
with all your friends, and they'll all be at the football games this fall. It's great.
It is.
All right. I have a rolling pin, French style. We bought it for $1 at the thrift store. It's going to be $11.95. It needs a little bit of sanding, a little bit of cleaning. Looks like someone might have used it 2 or 3 times.
They said DeMel's is from the Pull Dark series, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
We watched Pull Dark until it got too dirty, and then we had to stop watching.
Well, they were getting all risque, and everybody
was pushing it. Like, just keep your stuff in your own business. That's all I have to say. I think that they do that with a lot of TV shows. You watch like the first couple seasons.
First 2 seasons, amazing.
Great.
Pull you in, and then they got to start like the stakes go up because they got to hold your attention. So everybody's got to be all mixed in together and ruin things. I don't like it.
So then we stopped watching it. Did we price this one?
I don't think we did.
I think that's from this week.
It's not. I had a couple.
So it'll be $21.95, but it's not listed.
So we paint the handles, paint the center, stamp these. We used to so this one's not necessarily crazy old. If it's actually old, we leave them alone.
How did your boy do at pitching? How did Trey do?
Trey, he pitched in 4 innings. He came in as a relief pitcher today, and he inherited bases loaded. He struck the guy out. They went into the dugout, and then he pitched for 3 scoreless innings after that.
Yeah, he did great. And Caleb Crutchfield, which is my friend Karina's son, who finished off, he did great too. We only lost the previous game because we had 1 bad inning where they scored a ton, and then we just could never get our momentum.
They scored 4 innings in the
4 runs in that
or 4
inning,
runs in the inning that Trey came in on.
But it's so fun to watch these kids do what they love. And Jack's really into it because our little boy Jack is playing baseball now. Okay, so this I almost didn't buy. And then I picked it up, and my mother-in-law Doreen was like, "Oh, I'm so glad you got that." She's like, "So much work." I do need to wash it because this side's a little bit stained. So I'm going to wash it before we ship it out. It's a napkin holder. So there's like a little, you just pull this off, and you can just throw these on gentle cycle. and then just air dry. And then you can wash these and then you put them back on here and it's $18.95. And they're really pretty. I think this is so cottagey. Like if you have a little breakfast nook, I just think it's perfect.
Okay, this is tarnished silver candelabra. So it's got like some different ways you can configure this. I'm sure it had a really ornate, gorgeous base on it at one point, but this is all we found at the estate sale. But it's got inserts, so you can do like different sizes depending on how big.
I was thinking you can put them in a bottle, maybe.
Well, maybe a bottle, but if you had like we don't have one, but like even just like a crystal base that was for a candelabra, you could find the right size, poke it in there, and then now you've got, or base of a candlestick. I want to grab your copper ones and show them, but I think you have.
No, you can pull those and show them.
I think you have the candles glued into those.
Lest you think I'm watching the score all the time. There's also comments over here, which is the majority of what I'm watching.
The score.
I am not. I do want to let everybody know that Caleb Crutchfield is in pitching. That's my friend's boy. It's funny. It's also fun for us because I don't know if you guys have kids that have played sports, but like there's a lot of other families that are like us, and we have like multiple kids that play on teams together through varying different ages. So we've been together for a long time. Oh yeah.
So this is like different colored metal, right? So
but if that was a silver candlestick, you could totally place that in there.
Silver, or look at how awesome that is. We're selling this piece for $16.95 just because you can make it be something really cool.
That's awesome.
And this is Jamie's copper one. It is not for sale.
Never, ever, ever.
We got this in France.
At the Paris flea market.
She risked her life to wheel and deal for these.
It wasn't the back alleys of the Paris flea, but I think I paid 20 euros for those. But they're one of my most prized. I have a pair and they're my favorite. Hey, Leah. Teresa says, I love that you support your kids' school even when they don't play. Yeah, it's like
well, we take our kids. Like we had them all at the game yesterday.
Yeah, it's like, what else are you gonna do? We are boring. We have somebody asked, they're like, what does Zeb do in his me time, downtime? I'm like,
I go to baseball games with the family.
Yeah, we're all about our kids and the kids in our community and our work, or we're out at the property with our kids. Like we have no extracurriculars. We belong to no clubs. We don't play any sports or do choir. Well, nobody wants to hear me sing.
Actually, you're technically in the primary choir.
Yeah, I actually just recently got asked to lead the children's choir, which is comical because can't sing or carry tune, but I teach them songs every Sunday.
They do sing in sacrament meeting.
That's right.
All right.
$28.95, I think, for this one.
Did you show them this already?
No, I was just seeing that Caitlin posted
$3 at the thrift store. I love how ornate it is and the coloring. It looks like it's like oxidized.
It looks like cast metal, like
it looks like oxidized cast iron, but it's resin. So it's $28.95, but just in a good, amazing piece.
Oh my gosh, Seb!
Did they blow it out now? Did they just open it wide open?
There's 2 outs, and we're on the last batter.
Jack is like freaking out over here. He's dancing in the hall.
Are you guys ahead of us? We won the state championship. All right, well, we got to hurry up and finish this so we can meet them on Main Street in a little bit.
Yeah, they're going to come down with all the fire department and the police blaring all their sirens.
Okay. Next up.
I found this at the bins. Someone, well, I shouldn't take credit for finding it. I watched a guy pull this out of the bin, and he looked at it, and he's like, that's a knife. And he carried it over to the counter, the register. Well, they just left it sitting there, so I followed him over and I snagged it up. I don't know why he felt the need.
He probably thought that they were going to cut themselves, like because it was unsafe. They pull out things that are not safe in the bins.
No, it was a guy thrifting. He wasn't a worker. But,
oh my gosh, can I just show you how cute this is? Look, you guys, this is all the boys piled up. Is it all like?
Hold on, let me see.
This is why we watch high school sports. It's all, sorry, it's blurry. I'm going to show you guys here in a second, just because look at those boys.
They just won the 6A state championship.
They are so excited. I can't help it. All right, I'm going to put my camera down now.
All right, we'll stop talking about baseball. You're here for the junk.
I also have the sweetest picture of them saying a prayer before they started playing today. So.
All right. $12.95. This is Hallmark stainless steel. It's like a cake server or cutter or something of that nature. It's got like a really slight serrated blade, but this is silver, tarnished silver on the back. and I really love the design on it. So that's $12.95 from the bins.
Cake server. This one we actually, did I buy this last week? And I forgot to list
you
it.
forgot.
$24.95. This is our nurse or whatever. It's just cast. It's got holes in the back, so you could just put screws and then stick it in your wall. It would be cute, like in a bathroom. You could put like decorative soap or whatever in it. Everybody says congratulations. Thanks, guys. It is fun. It also is worth noting that the team that we just beat in baseball, we also won the state championship against them in basketball, and we were the underdogs in both situations. So
actually, we came in ranked 5th, and they were 10th in baseball.
But we were not ranked first.
No.
So
no.
But they took the state championship in cheer and football. So, I guess you got to share. All right, show them this. This is crooked, but it's like permanently adhered to this.
Yeah, they like welded it on there, tack welded it.
Oh, we're taking the all out.
I'm going to so it's got a kickstand. I found this at the bins. It's got like a little kickstand back here.
Are you going to be able to get that out?
I don't know if I'm going to really stress getting that out. I might get this off.
We're going to put art in it. You know what you could do? Is
what
take and put cardboard and then can you go from the front?
Yeah, I don't know. We're going to fix it up.
It's going to get some art.
It's going to be $22.95 with some art.
Yeah.
I like that it had the kickstand. That's staying.
Yeah. All right. So next up, this is going to be $59.95. Look how big this is. It's solid wood and it's got cast iron hooks. So we'll take all the cast iron hooks off. I might paint them black just because I prefer my cast iron black. Then we'll do a chippy paint finish or a stencil or something super cute on this. Put the hooks back and it's going to be $59.95. And this is going to be perfect for like a coat rack. It does have these little slots in here, but if it were me, I would either screw it directly into the studs or I would use a French cleat because it's a little bit more sturdy that way. And I always like my coat rack super sturdy. Ours is screwed into the studs in our wall.
Tell them about your baby doll and why you continue to buy baby dolls.
Because people keep buying them. And this is Chrissy. She's a 24-inch doll. She actually has vintage leather shoes on. They're actually baby shoes, not her. They're a little too big. This little vintage lace dress that I washed in my washing machine. Also not original to the doll. And her hair grows like I don't know.
I don't think don't pull that. Oh, you can pull it back in and out.
I don't know. I wouldn't. She looks like she's had a little battle damage down here. But anyways, ponytail. She's from my Deal Toy Company. And she's cute. Why do I buy them? Because people like them. What's wrong with that?
I like them. Yeah.
She's got a lot of detail. We'll take that off her forehead.
I'm not scared of dolls.
It's $38.95. And a lot of people have, you know why people buy old stuff, Seb? They buy it for two reasons.
Because it reminds them of their youth.
Nostalgia.
I'm sure there are several people watching that have had this doll at some point.
So many people commented they had Chrissy. It's a Chrissy doll. She's cute. She actually, doesn't she look kind of like your niece?
Which one? Oh, Evelyn?
Evelyn?
Yes.
Maybe?
Yep.
Except for your niece. Well, I don't know. Are her eyes brown? I don't know. All right. You're going to go sit over here.
All right. So this is a couple more books. Anthology of Romanticism. I don't know if Jamie got this one priced.
Cut the mullet, Leah said.
So this has just a ton of like romantic type poems and short stories and things like that.
All right. This was my book pick of the week.
I don't know what the price is. I don't know if it made it. I don't know if it made the cut.
Anthology.
I do have the binding for it.
If that one's not in there, I'll make sure that one gets listed.
Spine. I just need to glue it on.
Okay. This one is The Cat in Photography, and it's literally a book of photos of cats. And some of them they're all black and whites. Some of them are like, here's a little Victorian girl and her cat. There's like one in particular. Here's a cat and a man. There's like a butcher. There's one in here that's kind of weird. See if I can find it. I don't know. If you're the crazy cat lady and you love cats, I guess I can't find it. But it's all antique photo. Like here's one, the guy with coming into the Animal Rescue League and the cat's like trying to break out. Is that the book I just linked? Oh yeah. So Anthology of Romanticism is in.
Okay.
And then this is
how much was it?
Book. $14.95.
All right. The cat book is $19.95.
The Cat in Photography.
Pollyanna's Debt of Honor. is $12.95. Got a great binding on that. This is, I don't know how much this one is or if it made it. We didn't get this one priced either. Not just regular knitting and crochet, step by step to better knitting.
I don't
and
remember
crochet.
photographing that one. If we can't find that one, I'll have to get that one listed.
This might not be in there. I don't know how much it's going to be if it's not. Okay. And then here, show them.
This is a salt box house. It has the hanging hardware, very primitive Americana. I was going to paint it, but I think a lot of the charm is in the hand painting. So it's $1.50 and we're selling it for $14.95. The cat book did sell. I'm not surprised. It's like literally the coolest book ever. Okay, $17.95 for this enamel pitcher. It's actually like a coffee pot. Perfect for floral. That's why I bought it. And then we're going to get through these books. We've got some really cool lamps. We only have like 5 more
books. And then I have a couple lamps and some quilts to show you.
We don't have as many linens this week. We did have a tablecloth I didn't get listed because I need to get a stain out of it still. Okay, making things with tools. I love that they just named it like it is. Just make some things with tools.
That has actually really cool illustrated art on how to make the things.
$16.95. The art in this one is good. And then but we already talked about the My Book House. These ones are all $16.95.
Yeah, do we have 4 of them?
Yeah, and then the Ultimate Book of Flowers.
This has amazing portraits and pictures of flowers.
$19.95. I'll show you a few pages. And you could frame those. There's some that probably you could put like in a 5x7 or 8x10. Here's some hollyhocks.
Or put it on your coffee table.
I'm patiently waiting for my hollyhocks to blossom. And then we've got the world's 100 best recipes for $14.95. I don't know, but fondue, nouchons, and trout with almonds. It's recipes from around the world. So if you like to be adventurous, that's a good one.
All right, Norman Rockwell, the illustrator. This one's $19.95, a little bit smaller. On this one, we have another bigger one. Just tons of his art, pictures of him in his studio, doing all kinds of fun stuff. Just kind of how he kind of stepped it out, and a little history on him. That one is $19.95.
Oh, you did all
those
these.
Ones are done.
Yeah.
We just have this box and this hook.
Okay. Oh, and the lamps.
So this is Spectacular America, and similar to the book we had last week, I believe.
Lots of great scenery.
Really amazing, like landscape photography of the United States.
Oh, really?
And this one is, I don't know where the price went on this one, $22.95.
Okay, this one is $28.95, and this one has.
That book probably weighs 10,
no, it's upside
pounds.
down. Norman
I
Rockwell.
did that at the thrift store too. I showed it to him upside down.
Prints all in it. So this is actually like such a great value. We saw some of these for a couple $100. This one actually has like prints in it that you could probably pull out if you wanted to. And then like this one, I think this opens up.
Yeah, it's got like some centerfolds.
Oh yeah, this is JFK, but I don't know how to open it, so I'm going to just
You got to keep opening it, but that's fine.
All right. Let's show the box and then the lamps, and
This
then we'll get
box
to linens.
is really
we are
cool.
at 926, so we're
It's
doing
got
good.
like embossed or etched leather. I don't know how you say that. Anyway, just really cool little tote here.
We're going to paint
chest.
it up.
We're going to paint it, and I want to come in and do the flowers and colorize them once we paint it. Because right now it's kind of just dark.
That's real fancy.
We'll see how far I get. That's what I'm going to try to do.
I'd dry brush them.
It was
I'm not
$8 at the thrift store. We're selling it for $39.95.
We have a pair of Hollywood Regency lamps. I know they're not everybody's jam. However, I can tell you that I've sold quite a few sets of these in my day. They always do well.
They're almost like a milk glass.
The shades have a couple of stains, which I showed in there, but nothing crazy. So you could replace them, but I always like to include them in case people want them. It's hand painted with the gold brass bases, and they're $269. Where's it? Oh, $269.95. And I paid $13 a piece. So I paid $26 for the pair. They are going to cost quite a bit to ship. They'll probably come with like the shades in one and then these kind of whatever. And we also take the harps off when we ship them. They're going to require a lot of care, but $269.95 for the set. I just thought the painting was really beautiful. And if you need lamps like this, because this is how you decorate, you can't just go to the store and buy these. So whenever I find them, I pick them up, especially if there's a pair. Let's do linens.
All right, I'm gonna flip around real fast. Are you ready to come over here?
Yeah. I'm just making sure nobody's texting me with an emergency situation. Everybody seems to be good. Okay.
Eliza just sent me a picture of a lifted golf cart. I don't know why.
Eliza, don't come that way. The camera's over there. Okay, you can go that way. Are you guys going to Main Street?
No.
Oh, the boys won state.
Yay.
Yeah.
Are we going to Main Street?
All right. Okay, I'm ready to show the linens.
Okay, next up, we've got quilts. This one we found the pillowcase first, and then somebody had this over their cart, but then they weren't actually buying it, so we picked it up. So they're sold separately, $19.95 for the pillowcase. It's a standard sham. And then again, all of these are 30% off because this is included in the Memorial Day sale. $39.95
Show how big this one is.
for this Afghan. It would definitely be a good twin size topper. Like if you had a white comforter, you could put this as a topper over your twin size bed.
Or over the back of your couch for when you want to snuggle the granny.
My Aunt Willie always had a quilt over the back of her couch. I don't know. She just had blankets over everything, and it was always so cozy. Okay, $89.95 for this one. This one is pieced, and somebody's probably grandma who might have been half blind because some of the stitching is inconsistent, did hand stitching on this, but it's polyester.
What it looks like is there's so much hand stitching is several people probably helped out at various different skill levels.
These have all been washed. They smell like Tide and
what did we decide? This was a queen?
Yes, queen size, $89.95.
Here, let's show them the back. The floral on this is really good. It's like a really tiny, like flower design.
Vintagey flower. And this is perfect for camping because it's polyester on the front, so it's a nice heavy weight. That's what I would use it for. Next up, I was excited because we found there were actually a lot of cool quilts once it started raining at the ball game. There was a bunch of cool quilts that came out. A lot of grandma quilts.
I'm like, look at all the camping quilts.
Look at all the, well, I bring a purple velvet quilt that I got from the Goodwill bins because our color is purple, and I take it to all the games. Where's the sham that goes with this? Is that upstairs still?
It's somewhere.
Oh, it's in here.
Yeah, it's like folded in.
I found the sham one. Just one.
We tried to find
and the quilt. But if you want, what you can do is just use this kind of in the middle. And is this king size or is this queen? I
don't know. I think this is the one we laid down on and we're like, yeah, that's king.
Oh, this is king because look how big the sham is.
Yeah, no,
so king size sham.
I've got like almost 8 foot reach, like 7.5 wingspan somewhere in there.
How much is this one?
It might not be.
I think it's like $69.90. How much did you sell this one for?
I haven't actually measured it. If I reach up, that's 8.
How much did you sell this for?
I'm trying to find it. I have it tagged on here somewhere.
We've lost it.
It might have flung off.
Okay, well, whatever Caitlin says it is, it is.
Oh, I see it. $59.95.
And that comes with the sham. So how I would style this, because you only have one, is I would do 3 Euro shams in a cream color to match this ticking stripe on the back. And then just put this in the middle and then use that quilt. And you could even do the ticking stripe side out and then do the floral as like an accent. So that would be really fun with that set. That's a really good deal for that size, king size.
This one is like quintessential piece, just
It's
whatever you've got leftovers.
It.
It's got a couple little holes and snags.
They repaired the back and patched it.
I love that they patched it. It looks like someone hung it also over a window to block the sunlight for
it has tabs on it. And this one's, how much is this one? $59.95?
Yeah.
There's hand-pieced quilt. I don't know where all your tape is.
It's on here somewhere. It's right here, $59.95.
It's a little bit faded, but there's tabs on the top. Where are the tabbies? Oh, right here. So I don't know. Maybe what do you think those were for? You think it was in a window?
Maybe it was for like a camper and they put it over the window when they were sleeping at night or something.
I don't know. All right, super long table runner. It's just a little wrinkly because I washed it. It's $14.95. This would probably fit like a 5-foot farm table. I've actually had the ones very similar.
Here, pull it tight so they can see it without wrinkles. Okay. Well, that's not tight enough. There we go. It's long.
$14.95.
It would work on our big 9-foot table.
Yeah, if you wanted to drape over, it would fit like a 60-inch table. That's 5 foot. All right. This is probably the most expensive quilt we've ever thrifted. It is cross-stitched and it is also hand-stitched. And it's beautiful.
It's from Quilters Guild.
$189.95. We saw these selling upwards of $300. And the nice thing is that the the cross stitch is really beautiful, but I also love the fabric that they chose for the back. It's like a really pretty floral in like a burgundy color with some purple on there and pink. We'll show you what this looks like all pulled out. I did wash it. There might be some light staining on it, but I did OxyClean it. So I think it's in overall pretty good condition. OxyClean works.
It's amazing.
Wonders. If you have a slightly, this is mostly just dingy when we found it, and we photographed it before I OxyCleaned it. So it looks even better now. That turned out good. All right. King size Pottery Barn duvet cover with wood buttons. This one's a big one. All right. We always love it when we can find king size because those are always the most expensive and it's what fits on our bed. $79.95. These were selling well over 100. Beautiful toile. And this would actually be great too if you wanted to just turn it into curtains or whatever. The fabric is really good. So
yeah, it's like almost like a duck cloth.
Yeah, you could even line it with.
It's softer than that, but
it's like a canvas.
100% cotton.
100% cotton. All right, next up, this is a cutter chenille quilt because it does have some cuts in it. But chenille, a lot of people use these for sewing, crafting. You could repair it if you wanted to. It's definitely vintage. It's not like modern. It's got all the knots.
Show them the rip.
Yeah, it's got a rip in it. We included the picture. Let me show you how big it is. This is the last item.
This is very big.
$59.95 for this one. If it was not
you're basically
ripped,
buying what, about 4 yards of
$49.95. And it's 30% off. So
you're basically buying about 4 yards of fabric.
It's a really
here.
good deal for chenille.
5 yards of fabric?
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. If you guys like this video, please hit that share button. You can shop JamieRayVintage.com. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jamie Ray Vintage for more
DIY
and thrifting. We'll see you guys on the next episode. We're going to
Lehigh.
boogie down to Main Street and honk our horn and welcome our Lehigh boys back. So see you guys on the next episode.
Oh, I got to go.
Oh, Zeb's got to go around.
Stop it.
Stop the
Thanks for
thing. Have a great
out.
Memorial weekend. Be safe, and we will have a video up on Monday.